He ran right into it. And sorry about everyone who are now seeing part 2 of the video. It cut out. Just so you guys know, that's why if you see my my Twitch stream, which you can go to, guys, which I have said it before several times, I'll say it again, it's absolutely free to come to Twitch and to watch my stream. The only thing that it would take some time for you to do is to sign up, and sign up is 100% free. There's no money involved, and it's just like signing up to make a web page, or technically, you know, make a account, so to speak. So it'll help you to be able to chat in session more, you know, chat with other people in stream, which I'm trying to hope and get people actually commenting and talking, because now I just have people, which I'm hoping not are like the ton on quote taunt bots that people have been talking about, that will sometimes invade your stream and try to pretend to be actual viewers, but they're not. So right now I'm hoping for these people who come in, you know, watching my stream on Twitch to you know, start talking more, you know, asking questions, and, you know, keeping topics light, you know, because like I said, my rule, which if you come to Twitch, you can type in exclamation point lowercase, all of this, exclamation point rules. And it should give you a list of my rules, which I would go back and eventually fix, because yeah, the way I was going about making it, I was trying to make it like an actual list. Then I realized that I couldn't do that, so I'm gonna have to go back and go to my bot and then eventually fix that. But as of right now, it does have a couple of my rules on there, you know, so I just ask you guys to stay true to the rules, you know, and treat everybody with respect, because a lot of people tend to be in live streams that I have noticed, and they will eventually start messing with other people, you know. Not saying the Twitch streamers themselves, saying a lot of times the people who are either mods or the people who are just viewers will start messing with other people. And, you know, I want this to be a friendly community that I'm creating here, friendly stream on here as well as on YouTube. You know, I don't like to curse, so I try to make sure that I don't even have a leeway to cursing by making sure that I just keep everything light. So I'm sorry that I'm taking this time to say this right now, especially for you people on YouTube. But yeah, you know, it's sometimes you gotta say it over and over, because you never know when a person's gonna catch a particular video of yours. So let's go back and let's see what I'm gonna say now to this lady. Let's just say that it's all part of business. I'll go with that.
This is all part of the business. People are going to try and take what I got.
Man, I hate that 16 has the generic voice. See, 2K has done it again to us, ladies and gentlemen. When I say done to us again, I mean they went basic.
There is a lot of tension brewing between you two. What's going on there?
Chance to clash with
Yeah, I'm just gonna be fired up for it.
I know he'll bring the fight to me, but I don't know if he's ready for the fight I'm gonna bring back to him. I'm serious about this. I'm bringing my A game.
There you have it. Back to you guys.
Okay. Like I was saying, like when I say 2K has done it again, which frustrates me about 2K sports now, it's the fact that you look at 2K, NBA 2K, and we have seen so far when they started doing my career and actually allowing you to pick decisions in my career, you had no voice expressions. You had nothing really going on with your character, no explanation whatsoever. Then we jump on over to playing 15. 15, we get a voice, but we don't get to choose our voice to make a different voice tone, different pattern of speech. If you're foreign, you don't get to speak a different language. And then there's like the story mode was directed only to one person, basically being that you were from the ghetto, basically, so to speak, and that you was African American, basically. Because of the Spike Lee's joint, I understand that. I love Spike Lee's work. You know, I'm just saying, like, the only thing was like, if you was gonna be a different person, you know, a different race, you being with a African American family, or for people who don't care, black family. You know, I like to say both, but I do choose to use African American family because of me being African American myself. Now, for those people who chooses to be, you know, probably somebody from Asia, you know, so that includes India as well, you know, all of that. In case you didn't know, people from India consider themselves to be also Asian because of that whole area are really together. So people to be from Asia, you know, people who are white, you know, or European for that matter, you know, just people from different countries in general, and they make their characters or they do their face scan, but they don't match up with the background story or the story of the family. You know, that's what I'm talking about. And then you have a voiceover that's the same. You know, because at one point we was picking our schools that we was coming from, the colleges that we graduated from. And I'm not mistaken, at one point we actually could select our hometown that we was actually from. You know, so basically like you came out the country. So you know, they have gone one-sided just because NBA is in America. They don't want to go the route of saying that that we can make it where your character actually can be possibly a foreigner, you know, coming to America who's been playing basketball overseas and made it into the NBA league. They don't want that to happen, apparently. Not right now. But the thing is that should have already been a possibility when they first started doing stories, you know. And like I said, 2K NBA have generic voices since then. You know, since I first started doing the actual story mode. And that's just terrible to me because it's like, at least you could have had 4 or 5 other people to do voiceovers and make it at least interesting. And then I'm taking a step further, you know, because you have ladies too who love to play NBA. You know, I've seen a lot of people who are like a lot of ladies on Twitch, and they play NBA 2K. Even if they want to do my career, they make a character, but they have to make a dude or a guy, excuse me, and that's because they can't make a lady. They could do a face scan, yeah, to make a lady, but it's gonna be a lady's face on a guy's body. You know? And since now we're doing like the whole supporting the and thanking the ladies, which I just saw not too long ago on ESPN, where they had the NBA players thanking the WNBA players for their incredible years that they have been around so far with the WNBA league. And with them playing, they were showing highlights of ladies now dunking. I mean, come on. Like, for the longest, the only person that anybody knew in the WNBA that dunked was Lisa Leslie. Now you got other people dunking. You know, people, ladies who are, I said people, excuse me. I meant to say, now you got other ladies dunking. And people, let me just go ahead and just say, please forgive me because I do ramble a lot. Which, eventually, it's only because of the fact that when I talk about stuff, I'm very, you know, interested in. This is how I've always been since I was a kid. I'm like, if I'm interested in a particular subject, then I get worked up about it, get excited, love to talk about it, like to talk to you about it. But if it's not a particular subject that I'm necessarily into, then I'll be quiet, kind of listen, you know, hear you out and stuff like that. So, like I said, please forgive me because I do sometimes make up words, jumble words up, put stuff in the wrong place, and talk fast. Not sure why, but I've always been like that. Probably I was will. So, yeah, like I was trying to say, like, you have these ladies now who are doing that. I saw one lady, I'm not sure who she was, but she was doing like a two-hand dunk, and she was hanging on the rim basically, because she just did like a basic, just go up and then dunk it and just held into the rim. I was just like, wow. And then of course everybody knows Brittany Griner. She can dunk too, and she's pretty tall. I think she like what, 6'8" maybe, 6'7". Something like that. I'm like, she's pretty tall, and that girl, she could dunk too. I think if Maya Moore wanted to, she can dunk, because I remember one time they were showing her, and like showing her vert. And vert actually being close to, I think they were relating her to regular basketball players' vert for dunking. I was just like, whoa, like seriously? Like she can actually get up that high? Like that's crazy, all these ladies now, the flashy passes that they're doing now, stuff that you only see in the NBA, If you didn't see in NBA, you saw an and one if a lady or a girl would try to play, just so she can be on the and one team or go against the and one basketball players. That's the only time you would really see this type of stuff. But now you got ladies in WNBA who are bringing that to the table, and trying to make the game better, and they doing it. But yet we can't acknowledge them in a video game, or at least acknowledge a lady who plays the game, or young girls who play this game, and they want to have their own created character and also their own story background. It just sets everything up to be like, really? Like we still stuck in that era where we just think that every video game mostly made are for men. We're granted now a lot of other games are going to the style of putting ladies in it, just like FIFA 17 and actually FIFA 16, which by the way, I will go ahead and say now, I will begin in FIFA 17 because my gosh, that engine looks so amazing. I mean, that engine looks so amazing. I might have to skip Madden 17 this year and wait later like I did for Madden 16 and then get that one. But right now, any other game that I might get, because I do have NBA 2K17, and that game is pretty awesome. So FIFA 17 looks like it's gonna be my next soccer game to get. I had PES, I love PES, but at the same time, PES still dropped the ball to me. Even though they had good play style, it's just the whole dribble animations I really didn't feel comfortable with as of yet. And plus, I download a lot of my games onto my system instead of just like buying them straight up. I have bad experience with this, so sometimes I do have to delete stuff. The character creation still needs work. So I feel like FIFA has had better luck with that, and body textures, as well as they got more of realistic hairstyles. So I'm kind of looking forward to FIFA more this year, especially they went the route of course having like an actual story with FIFA. Well, granted that it is a guy already in place, it's not your created character, but still that's a good way to look at it, because for us next year, when it comes time for FIFA 18, we might actually be doing just like the NBA and having our own story background ourselves with our created character. So everything is basically going up from here, guys. So like I said, I will get that game. I do love it because I love playing my created character online. So I probably will make some videos of that, guaranteed. Let's see. Hello, welcome to my stream. If you are new, thank you for being here.